Good evening, happy Monday, everybody. And here's a very early edition of Grade A Picks on Prize Picks. While the Dallas and Chargers game is going on, I wanted to first off show you guys what last week's power play ended up looking like. Missed it by a little bit. Travis Etienne. The funny thing about that one was he had a couple of runs for losses that were for 5 and 8 yards. So that should have maybe missed a little bit closer or just gotten over. But as you can see, the game script definitely worked in my favor because Pittman was at 20 for a long time, and then he just soared over by 20. And then as you can see, I tried to stack it with Alec Pierce, but he fell off by 1.5. And then I told you I was big on KJ Osborne this week. The Minnesota offense did look interesting. He was definitely looking for Osborne. He was literally looking for Osborne, Hockenson, and Addison more down the field. Osborne ran more of the flats and the outs and everything. So, just literally missed the $50 power play by a bit. And also, what I have here, I actually have, they just lost that game, so I'm not going to get the 50 for this one. I mean, the full for this one. So, hopefully, John Carlson and Washington, they just went into overtime, so hopefully he gets one shot off in overtime, and that pays me out the 40. If not, I'm just going to get 8 back, but yeah, it's better than nothing. Austin Matthews and everything like that. What I should have done was went more heavy with the Florida game and ran back with a Jersey guy or whatever. I mean, if you're going to go with a high-powered, high-paced team, might as well go against the team that's going against them, but I really fell in love with how Toronto started in the first couple of games. It's a lot of high energy shots from the top two lines and just didn't work out. But hopefully John Carlson gets a shot off in overtime and that 20 turns into a 40. So let's get to where I want to talk. And right now they got a decent amount of the passers up. Oh, they just added some more people. Yeah, some of these people weren't here. Right before I came on, Dobbs and Geno were there before. Minshew was there before, but Kenny Pickett just got added. Okay, so they're still adding people. So maybe there's some new people here. But we'll start off with what I like the most. And we'll start off with, we don't have to scroll down too far. We're going to be flooded with running props in this one, guys. So far, the early look right now, what I like is Kenneth Walker, 72.5 versus Arizona. I like that for the over. Like I said, I always say they play tough, but like I said, they're not the best defense, and they're not ranked highly for nothing. I mean, Kyron Williams just ran them over for over 100 plus, went way over 100 plus this week. I think he got up to 150, 140, and that's a team that's pretty balanced that goes through Cooper Kupp, Kyron Williams, and Puka Nacua. And like I said, Seattle's a team that loves to run the ball, so. As you can see, 72.5. He's been around that for at least the past couple of weeks. Cincinnati did gang up on him, but like I said, Cincinnati's definitely a better defense and a better run-stopping defense than Arizona. So the 72.5 is something that I would advise you guys to jump on before it raises up a little too high. But like I said, this is an early preview. I don't know exactly what you want to stack against it, but I do have a few plays. As for instance, do I like James Cook over 53.5 against New England? I think it's going to be tough, but I think it's something that you can trust because of the volume that James Cook commands. Saquon Barkley, I've always said you don't really want to run against the Washington front seven, but let's be real, the Washington defense has not really shown up this year. It has its games, but it still gives up the yardage. Barkley looks healthy. Team looks good. Hey, who knows whether if it's Daniel Jones or Tyrod Taylor. I do like Barkley. But right now, my grade A pick would definitely be against the Chicago Bears. I like Josh Jacobs for 76.5. He's just a plow horse right there. He's been around this prop all year. And to go up against Chicago, he's definitely going to get that work against Chicago. So I definitely like that for over 76.5. And then right now, early. Yes, Pacheco. Oh, this is what I really want to talk about. So if there's anything that you would want to stack against, I think the one time that I've gone for the under this year, it has worked, and that was Rachaad White rushing against Eagles a couple of weeks ago. If there's anything that I do like since he's not getting the full run, Since he's not getting the full run in the backfield like that, I mean, yes, he's commanded some carries the last couple of weeks, but like I said, underperforming Najee Harris against a somewhat decent run defense in the Los Angeles Rams, I like that for the under. I really do. It may be a low under. Be careful with this one. I'll be somewhat nervous if that got to like 49.5, maybe even 47. I think that's an under you should take now or soon before that gets moved. Obviously, I think it won't move until like other props come up. But if so, that's the only under that I like here. When we stick with the running backs, I do like the over for pass plus rush plus receiving TDs. The volume he's getting in the backfield, this is definitely an A plus for me. Travis Etienne to get something out of the backfield. The volume he's getting for that team, the last 2 weeks after beginning with nothing, the last 2 weeks 4 touchdowns, and he's getting it both ways. So I definitely like that one. And then as we go for the receiving yards, right now as of this moment, that will be also an interesting under. DJ Moore. I don't think Justin Fields plays next week. I think Justin Fields, what is it, a dislocated thumb, I think the ruling was. X-rays were negative, but still, to come back next week and not be fully healthy with your hand, I don't think that's the best idea, to come back as fast as possible. So whoever the quarterback is, I mean, that's definitely a downgrade for Moore, who's going to throw him the ball. But I will say this, for people who's been playing fantasy, or at least been watching football for the past 5 years, especially fantasy, I'm surprised this guy's still in the league. If Nathan Peterman gets to start next week, look for his prop and definitely pick the over on the 0.5 over interceptions. Please do so. If you don't understand, just Google Nathan Peterman and just see the horrible outings he has had when he has started at quarterback for numerous teams. He has had some atrocious starts. It's to the point where I'm letting you know right now, if you hear he's getting a start, he should be your cash game, and he should also be in your GPP lineups on FanDuel, DraftKings, Owner's Box, whatever you play on Yahoo. That turnover machine. You think Daniel Jones is a turnover machine? Turnover machine heavy. But 58.5 right now with no quarterback seems kind of high. But yeah, man, I still like Kupp. But I still like Diggs, but yeah, man, we gotta go with Cooper Kupp. Pittsburgh defense. All you're worried about is how will TJ get to Stafford? And the reason why you still love Kupp is because, well, if Kupp doesn't run deep routes, quick check downs to Kupp on the slant, and Kupp, if you don't think he's the best, he's probably top 3 when it comes to run after the catch. So 97.5 yards seems great for Cooper Kupp. And I actually like my second favorite pick right now would be, because lately he's been getting some nice runs after the catch. He gets his deep balls down the sideline. But if you saw in the Bengals game, DK Metcalf was a little frustrated with not getting the ball. So definitely pay attention to that. You know how sometimes when a wide receiver complains, they'll look to throwing the ball. But right now, the last couple of weeks, consistency-wise, Lockett has been pretty good. And he's had a pretty solid season so far. And then as you can see, you could go either way with Metcalf. Like I said, they got their ebb and flows, ups and downs. But I do like Lockett more. Why? Because him being a deep threat, he's literally 10 yards. Come on, for the prop it is, and against Arizona, for the prop that it is, he's 10 yards less. He's the deep threat, and he's 10 yards less than DK Metcalf. So that's just me playing percentages. So right now, if you ask me, I think you could make a 6-play card with it. It's Lockett, the ETN prop right now, Josh Jacobs, Barkley, and then we have, how the hell did I get Sean Dursey here? Too much damn hockey in my mind. So Kupp, Etienne, Lockett, Josh Jacobs, Saquon. Am I missing somebody? Oh yeah. What am I doing? He was the first guy I spoke about. Kenneth Walker. I actually like this as an early card, guys. I really do. I really, really do. Uh, all these guys have opportunity. They're in great matchups. Saquon, I mean, he looks healthy. Main thing is he looks healthy. I understand I'm going against something that I normally say when it comes to talking about the Washington defense, but the Washington defense, they're still just as bad as the Bears defense, and the Bears offense is just in shambles right now. So I'm not really scared of that 68.5 at all. Really, I think Saquon, like I said, he is the main part of the offense. I am also interested, like I said, it's still early, but I'm still interested in seeing as the props come out with Saquon. Saquon is somebody that I'll be interested in to see what hit like Etienne last week. I will take that risk. I am willing to see not with Etienne this week, not against New Orleans, but what I do like is Saquon's. I'll be interested to see what Saquon's rushing and receiving prop is. So all this right here is something that I like. But like I said, it's still early. I still would like to see what I would like to parlay with certain other things. But we'll see. We'll see how things work out. But right now, nope, he's still there. I don't know if the overtime is over yet. I'm actually not watching the hockey game at the moment. I'm actually I got the football game on silent as we speak. But it looks like I'm getting a little bit of money back. But yeah, right now for the early look on Prize Picks, like I said, the Monday night players are off. That's what I like so far. And yeah, I'm really so far it's really one of those things that I pretty much like early. So those are my picks right there. We'll go back to that. Yeah, we'll see. But hopefully everybody's enjoying the football game, whether if you're sports booking it, playing FanDuel, single game, showdown on DraftKings, whatever you're doing, good luck tonight. These are my early picks. And yes, I will provide a ladder part as the entire slate pops up. But I do hope you like these early looks. Once again, Tyler Lockett over 56.5. It's a good matchup against Arizona. Like I said, I just like the fact that he's the deep threat and he's 10 yards less than DK Metcalf. Like I think you really gotta like that. Once again, the volume Etienne is getting both ways. Once again, he had another game of I think 5 to 6 receptions, and he's getting close to 20 carries per game, which means I think the past 3 games now he's at 24 touches, 27 touches, 28 touches. So 0.5 on a rushing and receiving touchdown, you definitely gotta like that. Josh Jacobs is the workhorse against Chicago. His plentiful opportunities will get him to 76.5. If you don't like that prop and you think this is one of those things where okay, both of these teams stink, I can't trust them because they can look like one thing one week and then one thing the other. Totally understand. Saquon Barkley, once again, he's one of those that could also take a screen pass 23 to 43 yards. So be on the lookout. I hope he gets the rushing plus receiving yards prop. He's definitely somebody that I'll be interested in because Saquon could probably struggle. It's possible that Saquon could struggle and have somewhere between 45 and 56, 57 yards, fall short of the prop, but he'll bust one on a screen pass from Tyrod Taylor if it's Tyrod that's playing next week. And like I said, you just gotta love Cooper Kupp, and then Kenneth Walker, just the volume against Arizona. The volume is the same thing. Kenneth Walker is the same thing. He's the workhorse there. Saquon Barkley, workhorse in New York. Same thing with workhorse Josh Jacobs. Same thing, workhorse Travis Etienne. So, but if you want to get a little different, I did say there are 2 unders this week that I'm still interested in. As you can see here, 51.5. He only went over that twice. And it was against 2 of the poorest defenses in the league. So he needs the matchup to get over 51.5. And he did do that well against Vegas and Houston. So, but when it came to, obviously those are the 2 top defenses the first 2 weeks of the season. Baltimore 37 yards, The Rams are not that, but the Rams can but the Rams can oppose the challenge in the front seven. Like I said, I do like the Rams front seven. They don't have the best front seven, but I do like the Rams overall. So to slow them up. But when it comes to all that, I really do like this early card. Like I said, some of these just got here. Some of these just got here. Some popped up earlier today. A couple of props are just getting there. So, I mean, should be an interesting card. I like it, but anything can happen with these props. But yeah, I mean, last week, with the Najee prop or whatever, last week, like I said, they didn't really. Joshua Dobbs had to scramble out of the pocket whatever because they slowed down the run that much. I think as a team, it mostly went through the. Joshua Dobbs mostly went through the air. It was a struggle running or whatever. Obviously they didn't have James Conner, but I think and then also here's another reason to reassure you about that under. That offensive line is not what it's supposed to be. It's still having its issues, so it's the under. It's a dangerous under. Yes, I do give you that. It's a dangerous under, but it's an under nonetheless. But that's the end of my video and explanation for this early look on grading picks on prospects. Hope you liked the video. And did Carlson get that? Nope, I don't think so because they're already in the shootout. So I'm going 4 for 6. So this is Grade A Fantasy. Enjoy the game tonight. Hope y'all win some money tonight. And I'm signing off.